Professor Shukito has set the tone for this meeting, which is that we are trying to keep the time. So we advise that as many people will come up to make speeches, talks. We humbly request that you make them as succinct as possible and that we all go straight to the point. Please kneel rise for the national anthem. It does not matter if you have a good voice, what matters is the patriotism in your heart.
Every time I hear that anthem, I thank God and my parents for allowing me to come to this school. But it's amazing how many people who are not from this school who know the anthem so they can feel among. We understand. Thank you very much. We quickly want to welcome the presence of the head of the department for physics and engineering physics here at Obafemi University, Professor Oluwole. Sir, you are welcome. May I also welcome the presence of Professor H.B. Olaniyi, Professor Ashubiojo, and Professor Mrs. Oshasono. Let's put our hands together for them. It is now time for the welcome address by the hosts. And we'll be taking the first welcome address from the head of department for electronic and electrical engineering, Dr. A.M. Jubril. Let's welcome him to the microphone.
The Vice Chancellor, Obafemi University, and the chief host of this occasion, Professor Eyitokpe Ogunbodede. The guest speaker, Ms. Funke Opeke, the Chief Executive Officer, Main One Cable Nigeria Limited. The Dean of the Faculty of Technology, Professor Aderomu. The distinguished honorees of the day, Professor Kehnide and Professor Adegboyega. The special guest of honor, Professor M.O. Omogui. Other distinguished members of the high table, distinguished academics and non-academic staff in attendance today, seasoned students of Obafemi University and other university present. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm pleased to welcome everyone to Africa's most beautiful and outstanding university, Obafemi University. Obafemi University is an institution founded on multifaceted excellence. She has, among other great characteristics, undeniable supreme architectural splendor, a unique, serene, and conducive environment, and a set of diligent and competent trainers that sufficiently provide the needed theoretical and practical skills for the transfer of core competence in a variety of fields to students. For more than half a century, Obafemi University has consistently produced the finest professionals in a wide range of fields of human endeavor, and Great Ife continues to maintain a leadership role in the development of the leaders of today and tomorrow. More specifically, I wish to welcome to the Department of Electrical Engineering of Obafemi University. Technology, as we know it, continues to define, dictate, and direct modern civilization, and electrical engineering plays a leading role in this respect. From the indispensability of mobile phones and the internet to the sophistication of modern day cars, which are loaded with hundreds of electrical sensors, circuits, power system, control system, communication system, and so on. From humanity's total reliance on electric power system to the place of solid state electronic engineering, all the above and more, electronic and electrical engineering continues to provide solutions to mankind's problem in ways no other profession can. It is difficult to imagine a world without this great profession of ours. I'm highly delighted to be involved in the efforts to honor the two consummate professionals, dedicated academics, skilled administrators, exemplary scholars, and fatherly personalities in Professor Kehnide and Professor Adegboyega. The Department of Electronic and Electrical Engineering of Obafemi University graduated a first set of undergraduates in 1971 with Professor Kehnide as a member of the set and graduating with a first-class degree in the process. In different walks of life, from the better part of 50 years with amazing distinctions. Both have supervised countless MSc and PhD students and have several publications in reputable journals in their field. Both have served in academic, administrative, supervisory, and university in innumerable classes, committees, group meetings, and companies within and outside the university. The department is genuinely honored to have had this priceless privilege to have these distinguished professors as our members. We know that their shoes will be extremely difficult to fill when they leave. On behalf of the entire Department of Electronic and Electrical Engineering of OAU, I want to specially welcome the guest lecturer of the day, the highly successful Ms. Funke Okpeke, as the founder, the managing director, and chief executive officer of One Cable Nigeria Limited. Ms. Funke Okpeke has played a massive role in telecommunication development in Nigeria. Our involvement in the provision of high-quality cabling material and services for the entrenchment of information and communication technology in Nigeria continues to inspire young female engineers to become pace-setters and trailblazers in the provision of technological solutions to problems of the world in general and Nigeria in particular. Your decision to make the trip to Ife to honor Professor Kehnide and Professor Adegboyega, and indeed Obafemi University, is sincerely and deeply appreciated. Thank you. We all pray for a comfortable and enjoyable time for you here in Ife and a safe trip back to your base. The topic of the day, electronic devices and instrumentation in national development, is a very interesting one. In an age of nanotechnology and the miniaturization of electronic devices, we are seeing extremely sophisticated gadgets that can be incredibly compressed into extremely tiny spaces. Combining this with humanity's insatiable inclination to metrics and measurements means that there is an ongoing revolution in the fabrication of devices that can measure practically anything that can be quantified. This revolution has been given the added spice by the entry and the popularization of such technological trends as artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things, among others. The information superhighway is well and truly pulling every aspect of human life into the trajectory, and the opportunities and prospects are really interesting. The lecture promises to be enlightening, stimulating, and technological trend as artificial Department of Electronic and Electrical and the Internet of Engineering of Obafemi University, among others. The information superhighway is well and many of the most every aspect of human life into the engineers, and your opportunities and prospects are really interesting. And policy formulations. The lecture promises to be enlightening all over the world today, stimulating the light and technological trend as artificial Okpeke, the CEO of One Cable Nigeria Limited, and today's guest lecturer, Engineer Adegboyega, the MD and CEO of Champs Nigeria Limited, Engineer Ndukwe, Professor Makiwa prolific author, inventor, and head, Department of Electrical Engineering, Delft University of Technology, Delft, Netherlands. Engineer Tami Takaya, Airtel Network Nigeria Limited, Juliet Ehuma, Google Nigeria, Engineer Ejovi Aro, IPNX Nigeria Limited, Dr. Emmanuel Ekwem, MDCEO Teledom International Limited, and so on. They've all passed through Electronic and Electrical Engineering Department of Great Ife. Our department is still the only one in Nigeria to have successfully fabricated usable transistor in one of its laboratory. Indeed, we are happy to report that under the leadership of the past head, Dr. Yusufu, we secured full accreditation by Nigerian University. Okay, thank you, sir. There are many projects being worked on that need the direct and input from our alumni still, a member of staff, and we hope and believe that we have their support with time. Once again, I want to welcome everybody to Obafemi University, and I wish everyone a most enjoyable experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much, sir. Now I know why, students and staff love their HOD. Very articulate, very precise. And I believe everybody has heard what he has said. Continually, we are grateful that this department has produced such great heavyweights in the industry. Can we put our hands together for the HOD one more time, please? And also very briefly to give his welcome address, please welcome with me the Dean of the Faculty of Technology, Professor Adeshola Aderounmu.
If the Vice Chancellor, Professor Eyitope Ogunbodede, the head of the Department of Electronic and Electrical Engineering, Dr. A.M. Jubril, the Chairman of the day, Engineer M.D. Akinjo, our guest lecturer, Ms. Funke Opeke, the special guest of honor, Professor M.O. Omogui, our distinguished retirees, Professor L.O. Kehnide and Professor G.A. Adegboyega, the immediate past dean of the Faculty of Technology, Professor B.I. Imasuge, other past deans of the Faculty of Technology present here today, all other deans from other faculties in the university, head of department from the Faculty of Technology, my senior professors in the faculty, other colleagues in the Faculty of Technology, the entire student populace, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me first of all congratulate the Department of Electronic and Electrical Engineering for this great occasion. And I also want to congratulate the Vice Chancellor of this great university, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, wonderful work you are trying to do. And I want to say that, let me first of all congratulate the Faculty of Technology. We are lucky to have Professor Ogunbodede as our Vice Chancellor. At least within the last 1 year now, we've benefited a lot from this administration. The building, the Electronic and Electrical Engineering building, that has been long overdue, have been approved by the Vice Chancellor. And no, it was confirmed in the last Senate. So I'm just trying to relate it to you. It was confirmed in the last Senate, approved, and I'm sure that the advert is on. And within the next 2 months now, the structure will start. And he has approved 2 buildings for only electronic and electrical engineering. 2 buildings. So we are really lucky. And also, I want to say that the aeronautic engineering department is also coming up in the Faculty of Technology, and it has been approved by the Vice Chancellor. And we still continue to ask more. Our design studio, I'm sure that he has approved that, and also the building is going to come up very soon. No, I've already discussed with him and it's approved. Thank you, sir. So I want to thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir. Let me also thank the guest speaker of today, my sister, Ms. Funke Opeke. She has continued to support the development of information technology in this country. I want to publicly say that she has supported NCS, Nigeria Computer Society, to build an incubation center in Lagos, and she gave NCS 15 million naira to support the development of IT in Nigeria. We want to really thank you, ma'am. And I want to say that in the last 5 or 6 years, one company has been supporting our bandwidth infrastructure since last 5 years. So we want to really appreciate you, ma'am. And well, after my speech, I think the faculty asked me to deliver a message to you, which I think is going to be approved, and it's going to be on behalf of the 2 retirees. So once I finish my speech, I think I'm going to give that message, and then we'll be grateful if you are able to do it for us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I believe that life is in stages, achievement is in phases. We are born, we are growing, we learn to crawl, walk, run, and fly. Evolution, growth, transformation, and progression are elemental fundamentals in the order of nature. Time is the catalyst of walk it all, run, and that is why the Holy Book, evolution, there is a time, transformation, and for everything under the sun. It is this natural phenomenon of progressive process that has brought us together here today. We are paying tribute to an older to bid farewell to 2 of our highly distinguished professors who are retiring, while at the same time appreciate our elemental fundamentals, assuming a new responsibility in the order of Faculty of Technology in this great institution of ours. Time is the reality that this farewell occasion reminds of us. It is the enduring legacy of internet fly, dynamic evolution, and robust development that has characterized the Faculty of Technology over the years. Between the Department of Computer Science and Engineering and the Department of Electronic and Electrical Engineering, we have been immensely privileged to have had the finest brains in the field of ICT, among whom are Professor L. Kehnide and Professor G. Adegboyega, who are leaving us today with a legacy of exemplary erudition. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are to celebrate these 2 professorial icons of technology and appreciate them for their phenomenal services and invaluable contributions to the growth of our faculty in particular, and then the university in general. We celebrate these lives dedicated to scholarship and leadership. We celebrate the generosity, contribution of spirits to the growth of our faculty in particular, and our retiring professors, and then the university in general. Professor Kehnide, we celebrate these lives made a difference to scholarship, their long and leadership. And we celebrate the generosity, the lives, spirits to their students and colleagues, and work hard to build a better, digitally compliant Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. And of course, their veritable impact on my own career cannot be quantified. Prof, I want to thank you, sirs. Lack of each of these retiring professors has contributed significantly to scholarships in their chosen field and has taught and mentored hundreds, if not thousands, of students during their tenure. I dare say that the impact of their contributions will be felt for many years to come, both at the university and in the lives of the alumni they have taught. All of us at the university wish them well in the next phase of their lives as they leave this ivory tower. At the same time, I would like to say that we are not happy to see them leaving due to the vacuum created by them, and also because we will miss their faculty in particular, their guidance, experience, and their valuable contributions in the future evolutions of our faculty. But we can still take consolation in the fact that these eminent professors have laid solid foundations for us successors to build on. They have showed us the path of excellence, and we will not depart from it. Even as soon as the day of technology, I will continue to be considerably inspired and guided by the intellectual and administrative legacy of our retiring elders. At this point, I sincerely appreciate the support and cooperation of my senior professors who are still in active service, my colleagues, faculty staff, and all concerned university stakeholders as we take the Faculty of Technology and OAU to the next level. We will stay solid to the overall mission of our great university. The Faculty of Technology OAU and all concerned university stakeholders, engineers, as we take the Faculty of Technologies and OAU and innovators next level. With the seal, we will learn and stay solid to the overall mission of our great university and humankind. The Faculty of Technology OAU and all concerned university stakeholders, engineers, as we take the Faculty of Technologies and OAU and innovators next level. With the seal, we will learn and stay solid to the overall mission of our great university and humankind. The Faculty of Technology OAU and all concerned university stakeholders, engineers, as we will relentlessly drive innovation in teaching, learning, research, and application of ICT for a better society. I want to wish Professor Kehnide and Professor Adegboyega the very best in life after retirement. And I want to say that may you enjoy the rewards of your labor. Finally, before I say thank you very much, I want to, on behalf of the Faculty of Technology, ask the alumni from the Department of Electronic and Electrical Engineering, being coordinated by Ms. Funke Opeke, to let's see how we can donate 2 lecture theaters to the Faculty of Technology on behalf of Professor Kehnide and Professor Adegboyega. It won't cost more than 50 million. So, Ms. Funke, I think I've discussed this one with you before we started this program this morning. So I'm just trying to announce it. There's going to be a project in the next 2 years to have 2 lecture theater in the faculty. And it's going to be dedicated to Professor L.O. Kehnide and Professor G.A. Adegboyega. So that is a project for the Department of Electronic and Electrical Engineering. But the faculty is going to facilitate that. We'll link up with all the alumni from Ilet, and I'm sure that we are going to get some fund to do that. Ms. Funke Opeke already promised that. And so, Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, thank you for listening. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think our professors should begin to serve in the federal government.
Funke Opeke already promised that. And
So, all right,
thank you for listening. God bless you.
Funke Okeke is up to any task that is given to her and any other alumni of the department. So don't worry, in addition to the lecture, you might hear some surprise announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite the Chief Host of this event to come with his own welcome address. Please welcome with me the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, Professor Eyitope Ogunbodede. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. God bless you. Funke Okeke is up to any task that is given to her and any other alumni of the department. So don't worry, in addition to the lecture, you might hear some surprise announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite the Chief Host of this event to come with his own welcome address. So, please welcome with me the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, Professor Eyitope Ogunbodede,
to recognize the honorees of today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. Funke Okeke is up to any task that is given to her and any other alumni of the department. So don't worry, in addition to the lecture, you might hear some surprise announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite the Chief Host of this event to come with his own welcome address. So please welcome with me the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, Professor Eyitope Ogunbodede,
to recognize the honorees of today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. God bless you. Funke Okeke is up to any task that is given to her and any other alumni of the department. So don't worry, in addition to the lecture, you might hear some surprise announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite the Chief Host of this event to come with his own welcome address. So please welcome the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, Professor Eyitope Ogunbodede,
to recognize the honorees of today.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. God bless you. Funke Okeke is up to any task that is given to her and any other alumni of the department. So don't worry, in addition to the lecture, you might hear some surprise announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite the Chief Host of this event to come with his own welcome address. So please welcome the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, Professor Eyitope Ogunbodede,
to recognize the honorees of today.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. God bless you. Funke Okeke is up to any task that is given to her.
A daughter of the soil, if there is anything like that. So we are always quite delighted to have her with us. And then, as we've been told, she's contributed quite a lot to Obafemi Awolowo University in terms of our ICT development. I will come back to that later in a few words. So, Professor and Mrs. Adeni Agunbeade, the Vice Chancellor of McPherson University. Thank you very much. You're very much welcome. Thank you for supporting us and for being here in spite of here present, all professors. So I recognize all of you and the special guest of honor, Professor Omogui and Mrs. Omogui. Thank you very much. You're very much welcome, sir and ma. The directors, all engineers here present.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite the Chief Host of this event to come with his own welcome address. So please welcome the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, Professor Eyitope Ogunbodede.
A daughter of the soil, if there is anything like that. So we are always quite delighted to have her with us. And then, as we've been told, she's contributed quite a lot to Obafemi Awolowo University in terms of our ICT development. I will come back to that later in a few words. So, Professor and Mrs. Adeni Agunbeade, the Vice Chancellor of McPherson University. Thank you very much. You're very much welcome. Thank you for supporting us and for being here in spite of here present, all professors. So I recognize all of you and the special guest of honor, Professor Omogui and Mrs. Omogui, thank you very much. You're very much welcome, sir and ma. The directors, all engineers here present. And a daughter, sorry, if